Hey everybody, how's it going? So, I know we're mostly quiet during our videos. This channel normally is just stone, tools, and the sound of life unfolding here in Northern Portugal. But today I want to give a little context about what we're doing. This old house isn't just a renovation project. It's, the reason we left the city, the jobs, and the routines that no longer felt like ours. So here, every wall we mend and fix, every stone we turn is a way of rebuilding ourselves. It's a slow process, it's imperfect, because we have zero experience with all this stuff. And sometimes it is a bit overwhelming for us. But it's honest. We keep it honest that way. We don't know what we're doing. I tell you that we don't know what we're doing. So maybe that's why we keep filming. To share the silence, the effort, and hopefully the beauty that comes from giving something forgotten a new purpose. And that's the end goal, is to make all of this beautiful once more. And that's what we want. And also, we thought about starting a YouTube channel, but we really didn't know which direction to take it, because we're not familiar with cameras or speaking. Look at this beautiful girl smelling the flowers. Look at her, so cute. Yeah, so just I was saying, we began filming with the intention of doing something on YouTube, but not necessarily knowing what to do. And then the whole notion of maybe doing it silently without any, narrative or speaking towards a camera, because I'm not fond of that. Neither is my partner. And it's a whole extra level of work involved for what we already have going on altogether, doing the renovations without any experience, setting up different camera angles, stopping and recording once again. A lot of the times we mess up something and we stop recording and we go back and do it again just so it doesn't look, bad on camera, to make it sort of like we know what we're doing. It happens quite often. And it turns out that progress is really slow these days. I've been plastering walls like a madman. I already have 2 videos up of me plastering. I don't really want to put up a third one where it gets boring. We took a huge step back financially with the budget we had because of this one, who decided to swallow a over 3 centimeter stone and required emergency care over the weekend, which made it 50% more expensive than it would have been during a normal weekday. So thanks, baby. So because we don't want to make a third video of just plastering, maybe I may put in a few clips here and there within this video, not too much so it doesn't get boring. Maybe I'd walk around and just showcase what we plan on doing with the place. The first things we ever installed on this house was that window there and another one on the other side. And it was installed by a company who came and custom measured and built these windows, because the surrounding structure is stone. This was very early in the beginning stage when we came here with absolutely no experience. So we thought it would be cool if they would just come in and measure and install themselves, so that there would be no mistakes from our end. And after seeing the guys install the windows, I thought to myself, hey, maybe we could install the next set of windows ourselves, which at this point we have already. If you've watched back on the videos, we've prepped those openings there and we installed those windows. I have to say that from what I learned, if I were to do it again right now, I would do it a little bit differently. But that's okay. It's part of the process. I learned, and I can do better next time. And there will be a next time. There will be more windows. I just told them to run on home. They love coming down here because of the figs. We have this massive fig tree here. And it's just dropping figs like it's pouring rain. And they come down here and they have themselves an all-day snack fest on figs. So what we plan to do with the place, For starters, is that we're fixing the entire upper level of the whole building. Okay, up here it's going to be the bedrooms. That's where I've been plastering. 2 bedrooms, and then we're going to make an extra protruding section in the back, which will be the main bathroom. We've built the stairs from this section to that section, which will be the large open space living room. Down here, where I have plenty of videos on, to be honest, we haven't really thought about it. We don't know exactly what's going to be happening down in these areas over here. We know we're going to use them. We're thinking about more bedrooms, office space, possibly laundry. Something will happen down here. Yeah, so the main focus is up here in this whole upper level. Bedrooms, the living room, bathroom, and kitchen at the back. And down here will come later. There's no connection from down here to the upstairs yet. There will be. I have a ton of ideas with what I want to do with the house and the land. I have, quite honestly, enough ideas to continue having and growing a YouTube channel for a good 2-3 years strong. I do think about that, the fact that the channel is silent. We don't talk on camera. We don't explain stuff. That kind of deters people away from clicking subscribe, or not viewing, or there goes that couple again that doesn't speak. But then again, most of my favorite YouTube channels are people just doing their thing, not speaking, and I like that. Or people just building stuff to the sound of nature and the tools that they're using. I enjoy that content, and then why not myself do the same if I'm not comfortable on camera. Besides the house, there's a lot of stuff out here that we want to do. We want to build a garage, a 2-door garage with a workshop for woodworking. I will take this opportunity to say thank you to all of you guys that have watched thus far and subscribed and liked and commented. That's been helping us a lot. Yeah, thank you for that. Thank you for watching and participating. That's quite the sunset. So, I guess you're supposed to say at the end of a video, please like, subscribe, and comment down below. And if you don't, that's obviously going to make the algorithm cry a little bit. So don't do that. Help out.